Hello, I am Dr. Rajshree Chatterjee, Associate Professor, Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, Jagannath University, Jaipur.
Let's discuss cyber law in India. Importance of cyber law in India. The computer generated world of internet is known as cyberspace, and the laws prevailing this area are known as cyber laws. And all the users of the space come under the ambit of these laws as it carries a kind of worldwide jurisdiction. Cyber law can also be described as the branch of law that deals with legal issues related to the use of inter-networked information technology. In short, cyber law is the law governing computers and the internet. The growth of electronic commerce have propelled the need for vibrant and effective regulatory mechanisms, which would further strengthen the legal infrastructure so crucial to the successes of electronic commerce. All these governing mechanisms and legal structures come within the domain of cyber law. Cyber law is important because it touches almost all aspects of transactions and activities, and on involving the internet, World Wide Web, and cyberspace. Every every action and reaction in cyberspace have some legal and cyber legal angles. Cybercrime is not defined in IT Act 2000 nor in the National Cyber Security Policy 2013 nor in any other regulations in India. Hence, to define cybercrime, one can say it is just a combination of crime and computer. In other words, any offense or crime in which a computer is used is a cybercrime. Even a petty offense like stealing or pickpocket can be brought within the broader purview of cybercrime if the basic data or aid to such an offense is a computer or an information stored in a computer used or misused by the fraudster. The IT Act defines a computer, computer network, data, information, and all other necessary ingredients that form part of a cybercrime. Now, what compasses laws relating to cybercrime, electronic and digital signatures, intellectual property, data protection, and privacy? Cyberspace includes computers, networks, softwares, data storage devices such as hard disk, USB disk, etc. The internet were websites, emails, and other electronic devices such as cell phones, ATM machines, etc. Cybercrime, any crime with the help of computer and telecommunication technology. Any crime where either the computer is used as an object or subject. Now let's discuss the categories of cybercrime. Cybercrime against persons, cybercrimes against property, and cybercrimes against government. Now let's discuss what could be the possibilities of cybercrimes against person, like cyberstalking, impersonation, loss of privacy, transmission of obscene material, harassment with the use of computer. Against property, it can be used as unauthorized computer trespassing, computer vandalism, transmission or harmful programs, siphoning of funds from financial institutions, stealing secret information and data, and lastly, copyright. Against government, it can be used as hacking of government websites, cyber extortion, cyber terrorism, computer viruses, etc. Some other crimes include logic bombs, spamming, virus, worms, Trojan horse, like email bombing and email abuse, etc. So far we have discussed the crime against an individual, a property, and government, and other popular crimes that is also prevailing in this world these days. Now the point is, why do we need cyber law? In today's techno-savvy environment, the world is becoming more and more digitally sophisticated. So are the crimes. Internet was initially developed as a research and information sharing tool and was in an unregulated manner at the time passed by it. Become more transactional with e-business, e-commerce, e-governance and e-procurement, etc. All legal cases related to internet crime are dealt with thorough cyber laws. As the number of internet users is on the rise, the need for cyber laws and their applications has also gathered great momentum. In today's highly digitalized world, almost everyone is affected by cyber law. For example, almost all transactions in shares are in demat form. Almost all companies extensively depend on their computer networks and keep their valuable data in electronic form. Government forms, including income tax returns, company law forms, etc., are now filled in electronic form. Consumers are increasingly using credit and debit cards for shopping. Most people are using email, phones, and SMS messages for communication. Even in non-cyber crime cases, important evidences is found in computers, cell phones, example, in cases of murder, divorce, kidnapping, tax evasion, organized crime, terrorist operations, counterfeit currency, etc. Cybercrime cases such as online banking frauds, online share trading fraud, source code theft, credit card fraud, tax evasions, virus attacks, cyber sabotage, phishing attacks, email hijacking, denial of service, hacking, pornography, etc. are becoming very common. Digital signatures and e-contracts are fast replacing conventional method of transactional businesses. Now let's discuss cyber law in India. In India, cyber laws are contained in the IT Act 2000, which came into force on October 17, 2000. The main purpose of the Act is to provide legal recognition to the electronic commerce and to facilitate the filing of electronic records with the government. The existing laws of India, even with the most compassionate and liable interpretation, could not be interpreted in the light of emergency cyberscape. Cyberspace to include all aspects relating to different activities. In cyberspace, in fact, the practical experience and the wisdom of judgment found that it shall not be without major threats and pitfalls. If the existing laws were to be interpreted in the scenario of emerging cyberspace without enacting new cyber laws, hence the need for enactment of relevant cyber laws. None of these existing laws give any legal validity or sanction to the activities in cyberspace. For example, the net is used by a large majority of users for email, yet till today, email ID is not a legal option in our country. There is no law in the country which gives legal validity and sanction to email. Courts and judiciary in our country have been reluctant to grant judicial recognition to the legality of email in the absence of any specific law have been enacted by the Parliament. As such, the need has arisen for cyber law. Now let's discuss what are the protection from cyber laws. The Great Firewall of China monitors every moment in cyberspace and protect to publish any offensive content. China have an hold on every content which is harmful or dangerous for the government of China. Brazil is considered worldwide a biggest airport for hackers. Iran is also considered as a dangerous country for the netizens. He also have a crime police unit for crime in cyberspace. Let's discuss the importance of cyber laws. We are living in highly digitalized world. All companies depend upon their computer networks and keep their valuable data in electronic form. Government forms, including income tax returns, company law forms, etc., are now filled in electronic form. Consumers are increasingly using credit cards for shopping. Most people are using email, cell phones, and SMS messages for communication. Even in a non-cybercrime cases, important evidence is found in computers, cell phones. Example, in the cases of divorce, murder, kidnapping, organized crime, terrorist operations, and counterfeit currency, etc. Since it touches all the aspects of transactions and activities on and concerning the internet, the World Wide Web, and cyberspace. Therefore, cyber law is extremely important. These are the points which we have discussed earlier as well. But here, by highlighting these points, I'm trying to show the importance of cybercrime, cyber laws, so that we can reduce the number of cyber crimes. Now let's discuss some notable features of Information Technology Act are as follows. It focusing on data privacy, it focusing on information security, defining cyber cafe, making digital signature technology neutral, defining reasonable security practices to be followed by corporate, redefining the role of intermediaries, recognizing the role of Indian Computer Emergency Response Team, inclusion of some additional cybercrime like child pornography and cyber terrorism, authorizing an inspector to investigate cyber offenses as against the DSP earlier. In this chapter, we'll be broadly discussing the various provisions of IT Act 2000 and wherever. Now, let's discuss the reasonable security practices. It includes site certification, security initiatives, awareness training, conformance to standards and certification, policies and adherence to policies, policies like password policy, access control, email policy, etc. It also focuses on periodic monitoring and review. Now let's come to the conclusion. To sum up, through a crime-free society is perfect and exists only in illusion. It should be constant attempt of rules to keep the criminalities lowest, especially in a society that is dependent more and more on technology. Crime based on electronic law breaking are bound to increase, and lawmakers have to go to extra mile compared to the imposters to keep them at bay. Technology is always a double-edged sword and can be used for both the purpose, good or bad. Stenography, Trojan horse, scavenging, and even do's and don'ts are all technologies and per se not crimes, but falling in the wrong hand with an illicit intent who are out to exploit them and misuse them. They come into the array of cybercrime and become punishable offense. Hence, it should be tenacious efforts of rulers and lawmakers to ensure that technology grows in a healthy manner and is used for legal and ethical business growth and not for committing crimes. It should be the duty of three stakeholders like the rulers, the regulators, lawmakers, and agents. Second, internet or network service suppliers or banks or other intercessors. The users to take care of information security, playing their respective role within the permitted limitations and ensuring obedience with, with the law of the land. So here I have concluded the cyber law, and we have discussed the provisions and the type of crimes that can be conducted through cyber crime. Thank you so much.